Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we just had a very easy mission indeed. The Mauler and the Mad Cat are still out for a little while here. Let's go ahead and tick forward a couple of days. Do we want to tick forward the full 9 days for the Mad Cat to be back? Honestly, I think we do. I kind of want to feel how that feels. My main concern with the Mad Cat is that it won't be able to close to the correct range, but we'll see what that ends up looking like. Everybody's in high spirits. Fantastic. And we are, of course, going to proceed here. And let's get that Mad Cat done, and I want to try it out. Okay, so we're going to hop into the command center here, find ourselves a nice and challenging mission. Ideally something kind of like this. Actually, look at that payment. But with the salvage, I feel like this is a little better. It's a destroy base mission, so in theory, it shouldn't be too hard. No free priority salvage, so I think we'll just sit right down the middle. I do want to bring the Mad Cat to this, but not at the cost of a super good long-range mech. Perhaps we drop the Battle Master for this one. So we'll drop the Battle Master and we'll bring in the Mad Cat Mark II. And let's see here. What do we want for a pilot? Brother will do. Sounds good. We could just save this Lance. Save changes to selected Lance. And this is like a Lance 0? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just deploy that. The Awesome is a little underweight, and Darius thinks that we suck, but Darius is wrong. Like, seriously. RogueTech still thinks that we're 2.5 skull. Insane. Go home, RogueTech. You are drunk. We're regularly doing 6 skull missions, and it's like, nah, you're 2.5 pips. And I'm like, no. No, we're not. We're wrecking 6 skull missions. To the point where we might actually want to start seeking out like 7 to 8 skull missions fairly soon, especially if the Mad Cat works out as a like secondary salamander. Because the salamander's huge armor shred is just ridiculous for fishing for those insane crits. So that's kind of what we're looking for out of the Mad Cat. The main concern there, as I said, is one of speed. It's 3 and 5 hexes. I'm not sure that that's really going to be fast enough to get into its range, but we'll see how that feels. For now, of course, we need to investigate the facility and extract safely. We've just lost contact with one of our facilities, Commander, and we need your help. Earlier today, our facility here on Carver received what they believed was a normal data transmission. It was badly garbled, and when they requested it be resent, they got no response. Shortly thereafter, the base systems began to malfunction, and then we lost contact with both the base and the synchronous satellites covering that region. We'd like you to investigate the facility. I don't like the sound of this, Commander. No satellite coverage means no topographical intel. We're walking into an unknown situation without a map. Well, sure, Darius, but honestly, that's what we do every mission. You'll be fine. A garbage signal. Cool. Some kind of virus. Okay. Sounds good. Do we have allies? We do have allies. And it looks like we're landing like right next to the base. In this forest. That looks pretty neat. So we're going to skip round 1, of course, because that's the change that they made recently. So everybody braces, and we're immediately in round 2. And we can see that there's a Zeus here. Our friend the Firestarter moves up. Let's see what he does. Fires at the Thumper turret. I love it. That's a good option, actually. That Thumper turret doesn't have much armor. Okay, so who do we move first? That would be our Orion. Just checking ideal ranges here. That is a longbow and a sniper artillery emplacement. Longbow here, long tom turret, marauder. So they have a lot of potential splash damage, and those longbows, we would like to get one of those. But I think for now, what we're going to do is we're going to have the salamander move up to here.
On the move.
we're kind of going to ignore all of their artillery turrets, which doesn't seem like a great option, but I want to get these longbows dealt with immediately. I was really hoping we'd have higher hit odds than 51%. We'll go ahead and Warlord that, and that does help, for sure. Oh, right, it has 6 evasive. That would do the trick.
All weapons are go.
Okay, injury resisted by the longbow there. Our friend the Orion moves up, also fires on that longbow. I love it.
Yes, Commander.
Our Orion is going to move in over to here. And we're also going to hit that longbow. Our odds are not the best.
Let's see how you like this.
But that is a structure exposure, and that's a lot of internal hits. That is 1 dead longbow.
Tango down.
Beautiful.
They will
Next
be
up,
done.
our Awesome. I think that the Awesome is a good candidate for moving up here and eliminating one of these turrets. Now, the Thumper turret is less dangerous to us than the Sniper Artillery emplacement, so that's what we're going after. Okay, so we're through the armor on the Sniper Artillery emplacement, but we did not do any internal damage. The enemy longbow moves up, fires on our Orion, which honestly isn't taking all that much damage here. This is fine.
Receiving you.
Now, the Magcat Mark II, I would love to get it into the rear arc of this Zeus. That's not going to be a thing. So instead, it's going to move up over here. And I think we're going to fire on the Thumper turret. I think we need to give up on getting the Long Tom turret out of here this round.
Here it comes.
At least for now.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it
Nice. It exploded. Cool. Okay, that's that Marauder. Fires at our Mauler. We don't have the evasive because of that first turn brace. That's okay. The Mauler is going to, I think, step back to here and fire on this Zeus, although hit odds are not great, and maybe we'd be better off firing on the Marauder. Actually, I think that we'd be better off heading out over here with our Mauler and hitting that Sniper Artillery emplacement. We can probably kill this thing. Excellent. So we don't have to worry about the Sniper Artillery. That Long Tom still exists, and it will likely get a shot off on us. The Zeus moves up. That's quite the LBX over there, it looks like. Or missiles? Okay. Good to know.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
He kind of flamered himself a bit there. Our friend the Zeus closes in, fires on the enemy Marauder. Gets a little bit of armor off of there. That's okay.
Waiting for orders.
Our Boar's Head at this point is going to move up. Spread out a little bit. And we have to go for the Long Tom here. It's not going to destroy the Long Tom turret, but we need to start working on that. We don't want that Long Tom to get multiple rounds off. It's almost certainly going to get one shot off on us. And that's more than we'd like to see.
Commander.
The Bull Shark is going to do the same exact thing.
Move order
It moves
confirmed.
up, it fires on the Long Tom with a Long Tom of our own and an LRM-20 Zeus.
Confirmed.
Some good armor strip there.
Yep.
Now, the Corsair is direct fire only, so I think it's going to move over to here to fire on the enemy Zeus,
Let's move.
and also spread out a little bit for that inevitable Long Tom shot.
I'm taking the shot.
Not the greatest shooting I've ever seen, but we got a little armor off of there. Now, the enemy Banshee is moving up and rear arc attacking that Zeus. That was a fantastic move. I love it. It may be a dead Zeus. Indeed it is. Beautiful. Yeah, the Banshee making exactly the right move there. Ah! So we know that there's 2 artillery units remaining.
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
Okay. So that long tom turret over there definitely got its shot off. We knew that that would happen. The fire starter shooting at that longbow. The longbow does become a pretty high priority target for our direct fire LOS units. Now the Orion is going to be in the fire. The long tom fire.
Roger.
There's kind of no way around that. But what we can do is fire the LRM-20 at the long tom, and hopefully we'll break through the armor.
Aye, aye.
We did not, but that's okay. Our friend the Orion moves up, fires at their Marauder. Gets some good damage in there. We like that. Their Marauder closes in a bit, fires on our friend the Zeus. Gets some damage in there. That's fine.
Receiving you.
Now, our Salamander pretty much has to sprint forward here. Into the fire. We knew that the long tom would suck. There was no way around it. By the way, the hot drop button is apparently still broken, so we're not going to mess with it. We're going to hit this Marauder side arc, get a structure exposure, AC5 ammo explosion, it's gone. Beautiful.
Commander?
Okay, the Awesome is going to sprint its way forward. Once again, flames on the way. We also know that there's a sniper cannon turret here. We now do know where that is. I didn't see that previously. We're going to fire our LRM-20 at the long tom turret and hope to break through its armor. Not with these kind of hit odds, though. That's fine. The longbow moves and fires on our friend the Zeus. This is fine. It kills the Zeus with an LRM ammo explosion, but that's completely okay.
Commander?
The Magcat Mark II is going to move up over here. I'm hoping here that we get... That LOS isn't going to happen. We're going to move up with the Magcat Mark II. We're going to fire at this large military building. We can't fire the medium lasers due to heat, but we can fire the MRM-40s and the HMG. There's just so many fires around here right now, but we're going to fire on that large military building, and I don't think we're going to bring it down, but we can make some progress on it anyway.
I'm starting to cook.
The Banshee moves up and does not fire.
Commander?
Our Boar's Head is going to stay exactly where it's at, and we're going to drop the artillery once again on the long tom.
Firing everything I've got.
That's internal damage there, and quite a lot of it. That's a dead long tom turret. Beautiful.
Turret destroyed. I'm receiving.
Next up, the Mauler is going to step forward here.
Onward.
The Mauler is also going to hit this large military building. Again, because of all of this fire, we can't really deal with this heat level, but we can do this, and this is likely enough to take down that large military building.
Acquired.
Not quite, shockingly.
What do you
However,
need?
the Corsair is actually just fine where it's at. I want to turn it, and we're going to fire at the longbow.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
Got a little bit of armor stripped off there. That's not the really important
Standing
thing,
by.
though. The Bull Shark here is a really important thing. We're going to fire at the sniper cannon turret, and the long tom should take down this large military building as well.
Engaging target.
Structure down. It's history.
Excellent. And that opens us up in LOS there. Now, the sniper artillery fires at our friend the fire starter and completely whiffs. We love it. But there's so much fire from the long tom around here. That's fine, to be clear. We're not too upset about that.
How's it going?
The Salamander is going to step forward here, and this is all the further we can go. No point in running. We're going to fire on that longbow, and this is a slight overheat. We're not going to fire our medium lasers, but otherwise, let's hit this longbow for everything we've got.
Target confirmed.
Structure exposure, LRM ammo explosion. Longbow's down. I like how the explosion happened, like, up here. I don't know why that happened, but
That's a
okay.
kill. Feels like a sauna in here.
The Magcat Mark II is going to look for a location where it can fire on the turret there. I don't think it gets one. So instead, it's just going to step forward over here. And we are going to look for a little bit of heat sinking, like so.
Firing on target.
Excellent.
Waiting for orders.
Now, the Awesome absolutely can get a position here. It's still moving through flames, so heat is still a concern, but not right now. This is probably a kill on that sniper turret. And indeed it is. Excellent.
Brought it down, Commander.
So, we got some really good crits, and we got through this very quickly.
Location.
There's no doubt about that. I will say that it was a little bit more challenging because of the Long Tom's positioning on the far side of the facility there. If the Long Tom was on this side, we actually would have gotten out of there much faster. Oh, is it not over?
Damn it.
I guess it's not over. We need to get to the evac zone.
Good to go.
There must be... Well, maybe it'll end at the end of this round. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll start heading over towards that evac zone, if it'll let us sprint. Okay,
Copy that.
cool.
I'm your spaniel.
We'll start heading over there, and maybe there's other enemies, or
Aye, aye.
maybe it's just waiting until the end of the round.
Copy that.
We'll see. Nope, we exit combat. Okay,
Coordinates received.
well, let's get out of here.
Affirmative.
There's probably other enemies out there on the map, but I'm not going to go in search of them. We're not exactly the speediest of units, shall we say. So we're going to make our way over and sink as much heat as possible so that we can evac quickly. But at least it spawned an evac zone for us rather than forcing us to do a good faith withdrawal. That's something.
Got it.
Roger
So
that.
we're going to get out of here, and we're definitely interested in longbow parts.
Moving to
Not for
position.
the stock longbow layout, but as an upgrade for our Salamander and Magcat, potentially.
Aye, aye.
Now, longbows are, what, 80 tonners? 85? We'd be a little bit concerned, potentially, but I would love to run quad MRM40s in them. That would be hilarious, and would one-shot almost anything.
Copy that. Copy that.
So we're going to continue heading to the evac zone. As our heat goes down, we will move more quickly, and as this fire burns out,
Affirmative.
that will help matters a little bit as well. Our allies are not going to do too much of note, of course. Okay. So we're going to get to that evac zone fairly quickly. I mean, I say fairly quickly.
way.
It is going to take quite a number of
Heading
more
out.
rounds to get there.
Heading out.
But I'm reasonably content with the Mad Cat's performance in this mission. I feel like it's not necessarily representative, though, because we landed so close. We need to continue to feel out whether that speed is going to be a problem. And yes, we ran into some pretty major heat issues, but that was due to the enemy Long Tom,
Moving to
not
position.
really due to the
Moving to
performance of the Mad Cat.
Acknowledged.
So that's definitely
watching you.
also something to think about.
Roger that. Roger that.
So let's get to this evac zone. Shouldn't be too much more time, like another couple rounds. Although if we continue moving one hex with the bull shark, that could be a little spicy, for sure.
Affirmative.
Okay, the bull shark is starting to accelerate a
On the
bit.
move.
That's good.
Confirmed.
And
Going.
let's just make our way on
Yes,
in.
I'm there.
Coordinates received.
This does mean that there's probably other units out here, but where? And if we don't see them, I'm not going to bother. Okay.
Coordinates received.
I do find it kind of funny that our Atlas is one of our most mobile
Confirmed.
mechs.
Position confirmed.
And it's just an artillery piece.
Spaniel.
Hilarious.
Confirmed.
So we've now got 5 mechs in there, although one of them wasn't ours. We've got half of our mechs in. Cool.
Standing by.
Magcat Mark II arrives this round. The
Awaiting
Bull
orders.
Shark is a little ways away still.
Yep.
Corsair will be arriving
On it.
next round, and the Mauler is a little ways
Moving to
away still.
position.
We'll brace everyone else. So 5 of 8 units. Okay.
Yeah.
Corsair actually doesn't quite make it in this round, I
Moving
guess.
to position.
Awkward. The Bull Shark will make it in next round, I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
Commander.
The Mauler, same
On the
boat.
way.
And everything else, good to go.
Watching my heat gauge.
Okay, allies. Just run around a bit. There you go. Waste a bunch of time. So the Mauler will move on in, and the Corsair will definitely make it in.
Understood.
And the Bull Shark, oof. The bull shark doesn't quite make it into the
Roger.
evac zone.
Venting heat and stabilizing.
Next round. Absolutely next round.
Yes, Commander.
Although we're going to have to move the Corsair to make it happen. Okay,
Commander?
there we go. Let's get out of here. Wonder if the pirates intended this to happen, or if they were themselves infected. Indeed. Let's get out of here, though.
Mission successful.
So like I said, we're certainly going to take longbow parts, and we took a little bit of damage, mostly from their artillery turrets that we were unable to take out that first round, but overall that really wasn't so bad, especially with the sniper artillery firing the direct fire on the fire starter and completely whiffing it in the second round. I don't even know what they were thinking there. That was insane. But yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. They want longbow parts and the Zeus part. They're offering us standard fusion engines in exchange. Screw that. We're going to take the longbow parts, and that is great. AC-5, get rid of that. Heavy rotary rifle, get rid of that. LRM-20, we have 5 of them. LRM-5, don't care. Cockpit basic, sensor basic, heavy rifle ammo. Sniper ammo we may want to keep around, as well as the shaped charge sniper ammo. We'll keep that around too. Cool. So we definitely took a little bit of damage, but we're not expecting it to be really all that much. Like, we took the Infernal Long Tom round, and we took 1 sniper artillery round. And we took the Zeus rocket round to the 1 mech. As well as the longbow AoE LRM round to, like, 1 mech as well. So really it wasn't all that much fire that we took. We took quite little considering what could have been on the field. Or even what was on the field to begin with, and they didn't really use it very optimally. So I was just going to do a guess, Yang, but you spoiled it. It's 71,261 C-bills. That's exactly what I was going to guess. Definitely. Down to the C-bill. That's definitely what was going to happen. Good job, Yang. Go ahead and do that, and, I mean, it's a little bit early here, but I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Next episode, we'll get these repairs done. And it should be absolutely no problem. We'll go in search of additional challenge. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.